I'm teaching Andrew how to make parathas. To start with, we're making a dough using flour, a bit of oil and hot water and a pinch of, well, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt.
It was half a teaspoon earlier.
Well, it might have been a bit more, but...
And how much flour?
About 4 cups.
We put in 4 and then we took one out and then we put one back in again.
Yeah. So then we make a firm dough. Make sure that it's not too loose, otherwise your parathas won't turn out that good.
Mm-hmm.
So now, because there's a lot of dry flour at the bottom, I'm going to bring it all... Oh yeah, I'm using my left hand to hold the bowl, use the right to bring the dough together in that circular movement as we do. Not quite like a bread, but this is sort of like a...
When did you learn to do this?
When I was about 14.
Who taught you?
But mainly this kind of parathas Ma taught me.
Oh, right.
But my mum taught me the other parathas, the yellow ones with the lines, with the cuts. That's my favourite, but these lot don't like those ones.
Boo.
Boo! So
what happens next?
now have a feel of the dough with your hand, just so you know what the texture's like.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then you dab your hand in this ghee.
Is ghee good for you?
Ghee is unsalted, clarified butter.
So no.
No. Anything with ghee, butter is no good. It's fine when you're young, but when you're older, no good. It just builds up. So this is coming together. I'm not making it too loose. And you can also try taste a bit of the dough, just for, because you put salt in, you can tell if it's too much or too little.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, but you don't have to.
I'm a bit nervous now. I think I put too much salt in.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I think that amount, it won't even, because you're eating these parathas with the mug, which has got flavour, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you were eating it on its own,
Yeah.
you'd need a slight bit of salt in it to give it a bit of flavour, and all the flavour comes from the ghee. I shall show you in a bit later. Okay, what I'm doing is part rolling this paratha. It's a rotli at this stage, but it becomes a paratha in a minute. This one is done.
What is this?
That is a paratha.
That
I've just finished.
It's one that you...
Made earlier. I'm not a good presenter.
You are.
So here you do this. You layer it with a very thin layer of ghee. And you dab it in flour.
Yeah.
Then you roll it up into like a little fluty type design. Make it long as possible so that you can roll it into a circle. And in it, when you roll it up, it creates, like phyllo pastry, it creates little flaky bits in between. So then you do that. And you do a second roll. You can see a little circle there.
Yeah.
And that is what's going to make it look very flaky as we roll it and toast it on the pan.
So how thin does it have to be?
This you can make it thin or thick as you like, but I'm making it thin so you can see the flakiness. It will come up eventually, so get ready for
Make another one from scratch.
another one from scratch. So roll it up into a ball like so. Do a half roll on the backlock. If you make it bigger, then you don't have to turn. So that's part done.
How are you doing that without burning your hands?
Practice. This is like years of doing it on my own. So then you don't need as much there. Roll it up into like a long tube. By that time this one is ready for the turn. You can see it's got a nice pattern all around. After this I don't think you'll be eating any parathas because of the ghee.
Oh, I definitely will.
Same tube rolling again. Longer, better. The longer it is, you get more flaky layers when it's rolled out fully.
This is that.
Sorry, what was that?
You should listen to the sizzle.
Yeah.
And from the 4 cups of flour we put in, how many parathas do you get?
You can get at least 16.
16?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe more.
And who are you going to be giving these to?
I will be giving some to Jessel. We're going to have some for this evening's tea or dinner. And then hopefully if I get a chance I'm going to meet Jessel and Jamie so that we can partake of some breakfast.
Nice. Cool. That concludes this episode.
That concludes this episode. I shall show you at the end when they're all ready. Big pile of them. Hello, this is last round of this evening's cooking. We're down to the last paratha. We're going to turn it. There's mug warming up in the background, which we had yesterday, but we're going to have it again today. And there's spinach and potato curry, or spinach and potato saag we call it. And then there's gobi batata, which is aloo gobi in English. Cauliflower potato saag. And this is the final turning for this paratha. See, this is just the right amount of leftover ghee, which will be useful for the last paratha. So there. So we're going to put half on this side. Make sure all the edges are layered. I've got an even layer.
While you're doing that, why did you make the mug yesterday?
Because the mug is auspicious and it's on Monday. It's classed as an auspicious dish to make. On Diwali you make mug as well, because it's mug and green vegetables, which is classed as a good omen, as opposed to Damien. And here we go, this is the last layer. I'm going to use up the last of the ghee on here. To show the little circles. This is the little rings you get when you roll up the paratha, and then you twist it round into a circle and then roll it. It gives like a puff pastry feel to the paratha when it's cooked. No need for freezing your butter, just cook it like this. And that's what you get, nice fluffy paratha all the way around. It'll have crisp and soft texture. Yum yum. And here's the final, here's all the pile cooked up all in a row. ready to be eaten. There we go, last one there.